All rise. All ye, the United States District Court for the Western District of North Carolina is now sitting for ceremonial purposes. The Honorable Robert J. Conrad Jr., Judge of the United States District Court, presiding. All persons having business before this court are admonished to draw near, they shall be heard. God save these United States and this honorable court. Oyez, oyez, oyez. The Mecklenburg County Superior Court is now sitting for ceremonial purposes. The Honorable Casey Weiser, Judge of Mecklenburg County Superior Court, presiding. All persons having business before this court are admonished to draw near, they shall be heard. God save these United States and this honorable court. Please be seated. Come to order.
Good afternoon. Today we gathered together in a joint ceremonial meeting of the federal and state courts to recognize the extraordinary life and service of one of our number, Garth Dunklin. This memorial service is a time-honored tradition of the Mecklenburg County Bar, where the brothers and sisters of the bar pay homage to the life and times of one of their profession, of one who has shared this unique discipline that binds us together.
Today, we recognize that life and those achievements as a matter of public record and for the sake of our historic and corporate memory. I will now recognize the Vice President of the Mecklenburg County Bar, Carrie Davis, for remarks and introduction of the Chair of the Memorials Committee in order that the presentation may be made.
Good afternoon. I'm Carrie Davis, and I am the Vice President of the Mecklenburg County Bar. We welcome the family, friends, and colleagues of Mr. Garth K. Dunklin, to whom we offer our sincere condolences. At this time, I'd like to introduce Judge Hugh Lewis, a member of the Bar's Memorial Committee.
Your Honors, may I approach the President?
You may.
May I face the audience?
Yes.
Thank you. On behalf of the Mecklenburg County Bar, we welcome the friends and family gathered here today. I would like to thank you all for joining us, as well as the following family members, and I'll ask that Garth Dunklin's daughter, Macy, introduce her family.
You can stand right there.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor. My name is Macy Dunklin. I am Garth Dunklin's daughter. And with me today are other family members, Garth Dunklin, his son, Helen Dunklin, his wife, Mimi, Gwyn Darling, his mother-in-law, Beth Simpson, Beth King, Ann King, Sambo King, and Jill Wall.
Thank you all for being with us. And thank you, Macy. See, that wasn't that bad effort. Now, for the last 7 or so decades, Mecklenburg County Bar has convened memorial services in open court for our deceased members. This gives an opportunity for that individual to be remembered and have their life celebrated. As far as we can determine, we may be the only local bar that holds such sessions. And we're proud of this tradition and the role that these sessions play in preserving the history of our bar. Today, Megan Sadler will present a resolution honoring Garth K. Dunklin. The resolution will be presented to the court, and the file resolution will be included in the minutes of both federal and state court and maintained in all proceeding or with all proceeding resolutions in a bound volume in the clerk's office. The resolution is also to be permanently posted on the bar website along with any preceding resolutions that have occurred over the decades. The family will be provided with copies of these resolutions. And now at this time, I will turn this proceeding over to Megan Sadler so that she may read the resolution.
And if I can, just very briefly, Andrew McCullough had planned to be here today to introduce this resolution. However, he has lost his voice. So I'm here reading on behalf of Andrew. I think that will be clear to you all as I read through this, but I wanted to make sure everyone knows that he's heartbroken that he can't be here. I will do my best to do this justice, but anyone who is at the service knows that you really can't beat Andrew for humor or his dry-eyed nature. So we'll see how this goes, okay? May it please the court. Garth's friends, family, colleagues, and members of the Mecklenburg County Bar. I present this resolution and memorial honoring the life and service of Garth Cleaver Dunklin, who passed away on January 14th, 2021 at the age of 58. It is my privilege and honor to present this resolution on behalf of myself, the law firm of Venn Law Group, and the Mecklenburg County Bar in honor of an outstanding lawyer, mentor, partner, and friend, Garth Dunklin. Garth was born on December 3rd, 1962 in El Dorado, Arkansas, to the late Pat and Cleaver Dunklin. He was a proud graduate of Episcopal High School in Alexandria, Virginia, where he played soccer. After high school, Garth attended the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill as a Moorhead Cain Scholar. While at Carolina, he joined Kappa Alpha fraternity and was chapter president, and following graduation, he continued to serve in numerous capacities and participated in Kappa Alpha National. After completing his undergraduate studies, he attended the University of North Carolina School of Law, receiving his Juris Doctor in 1988. Shortly thereafter, he moved to Charlotte, met Helen, and began building his family, career, and legacy. Garth spent his entire career practicing real estate law in Charlotte. During his first decade or so of practice, he primarily handled residential real estate matters, but ultimately transitioned to focus on commercial real estate and became a board certified specialist in real property by the North Carolina State Bar. In addition to being a member of the North Carolina Bar, Garth was licensed to practice in South Carolina and Georgia as well. Over his career, Garth worked for several law firms, including Weinstein and Sturgis, his first job out of law school, Wishart Norris, also my first job out of law school, where Garth became my boss and mentor, and finally with Venn Law Group, which he co-founded from 2014 until his death. In addition to his busy practice, Garth was heavily involved in many civic, professional, and industry endeavors. Garth was fond of encouraging young attorneys to play in different swimming pools by trying different activities and organizations. The important thing was to be engaged, committed, and loyal once you find the right fit. Garth embodied this himself, and his philosophy for a legal career was that being actively involved outside of the office made one a better attorney. Garth became a pivotal player in the real estate community at large. Among his impressive and too long to list in full array of accomplishments included being the chair in perpetuity of the North Carolina Realtor Commercial Forms Committee. Also co-authoring the commercial version of the North Carolina Real Estate Commission's NCREC mandatory update for real estate brokers, serving as the chair of the North Carolina Rules Review Commission, and many recognitions such as being named the Realtor of the Year, Corporate Associate of the Year, and the President's Award recipient of the Charlotte Regional Commercial Board of Realtors, an organization which Garth had a guiding hand in forming. Amid all of the leadership and accolades, Garth's greatest passion was teaching. For over 20 years, Garth taught commercial and real estate classes for CRCBR, CCIM, and NCREC. He can often be found smiling brightly in the classroom, eager to address and research any questions. In recent years, Garth had begun teaching for UNC Charlotte, where both of his children attended. As an instructor for the Belk College of Business Masters of Science and Real Estate program. He had hoped to continue teaching there as his own kind of retirement, never one to actually stop working. To honor Garth, CRCBR has established a $2,500 scholarship that is awarded annually to a student seeking a degree in the Master of Science in Real Estate program at the UNC Charlotte Childress Klein Center for Real Estate. Outside of work, Garth loved attending football games and was a devoted supporter and season ticket holder for the Carolina Panthers and the Tar Heels. Some of my favorite memories with Garth are the conversations we would have about the practice of law, fatherhood, politics, and sports on the car rides to and from Chapel Hill. Anyone who knew Garth was aware of his explosive, one-of-a-kind laugh. Despite his tireless work ethic and full calendar, he could be generous with his time and truly enjoyed laughing and connecting with people. He loved his family dearly, and having the mind of a teacher, he always supported and encouraged his kids' exploration of their interests in school and beyond. I am indebted to Garth in ways that I cannot fully describe here. Okay. He shaped my professional life from my first day as an attorney until now. He was a boss, mentor, friend, partner, role model, teacher, and all-around great person that I miss dearly. Despite the inevitability of his passing after a certain point during his illness, he continued to work for his clients. But he didn't work for the sake of work. He genuinely enjoyed the intellectual challenge and service to others that his practice provided him. Garth is survived by his wife of 30 years, Helen. Today would be their 32nd wedding anniversary. His children, Garth Jr. and Macy. Macy and Garth Jr. and his half-brother, John. Your Honor, it is with a deep sense of admiration, gratitude, and friendship for the life and legacy of Garth that I and the undersigned Vice President of the Mecklenburg County Bar and the Chair of the Mecklenburg County Memorials Committee respectfully move to adjourn this proceeding in memory and appreciation of Garth Kleber Dunklin. File and inscribe this resolution and memorial in the minutes of this court with a copy to be kept in the memorials of deceased attorneys with the office of the Clerk of Superior Court of Mecklenburg County, and provide filed copies of the resolution and memorial to members of Garth's family. Y'all, I'm sorry I cried so much, but these words are so heartfelt from Andrew, and in many respects, I feel the same way. So, thank you.
Thank you, Attorney Sadler. It is customary at this time to ask if there is anyone else who wishes to say a few words about our deceased colleague, Garth Dunklin.
Very well. Before adjourning, we would like to inform everyone that there will be a reception on the 6th floor balcony immediately following this ceremony, and the staff will be available to assist with getting you there. On behalf of the judges of the Western District of North Carolina, the court orders that the comments presented at this hour be spread upon the minutes of this federal court, filed with the clerk of court, with copies presented to the family of our departed brother at the bar.
And on behalf of the judges of the Mecklenburg County Superior Court, the court orders that the comments presented at this hour be spread upon the minutes of this state court and filed with the clerk of court for Mecklenburg County.
Furthermore, in a moment, I will ask the United States Marshal to adjourn this memorial session of the court, and to do so in memory of and out of respect for Garth Dunklin. Fare thee well, colleague, and Godspeed.
Likewise, I will also, in a moment, ask the United States Marshal to adjourn this memorial session of the court, and to do so in memory of and out of respect for Garth Dunklin. Fare thee well, colleague, and Godspeed.
Marshal, will you adjourn court?
All rise. Oh yes, oh yes. This is a memorial session of the United States District Court, the Western District of North Carolina is adjourned. In memory of, and out of respect for, Garth Dunklin. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. This memorial session of the Superior Court of the Mecklenburg County is adjourned. In memory of, and out of respect for, Garth Dunklin.